Good morning, everybody. Wanted to check in with you on this beautiful Saturday morning. I wanted to talk to you about a couple things. Number one, I want to talk about positivity and how we can keep staying positive in this time. Some ways we can think about and change our mindset about what's going on. Also wanted to give an update on the home game challenge. It's going really well. I want to keep it going. And then talk about other ways we can help in the community. So first of all, in this time we've been away from school and away from baseball for almost a month now, and it's easy for us to complain about it, to be upset about it, but I want to talk about just what we can get out of it and staying positive. I've been reading a lot, reflecting a lot, listening to a lot of different things. One of the things that stuck out to me is something that Brian Cain has been posting and saying about these days. We could sit here and complain about them, or we could make them count. Okay, so what can we do to make these days count? And I'll go through what I've done, some things that I've taken from this as a positive. Number one, get up every day and work out. In the spring, typically that's not going to happen for me. But more importantly, I've had this time to spend with my family. Again, the spring is a crazy time usually. Juggling, who's watching our kids, and my mom usually helps out with that a lot. But I've been, with my family this whole time, and I take that as a blessing. My wife and I usually in the spring we joke about, like saying, "All right, we'll see you in passing," and then it's like, "Well, I'll talk to you in June," because we really don't typically get to see each other that much. So we've been hanging out a lot, watching a lot of movies and everything like that. So. On top of that, the e-learning thing, being the person that's trying to help my son with kindergarten is a challenge. And sometimes it's straight up hard. But he's never going to forget this. My other kids are never going to forget this too. So, I could complain about it, or I could make it count and be there for them and do everything I can to help them out. So the other thing too, that Brian Cain talks about is your mindset. He talks about an average mindset versus an elite mindset. So, make these days count, and have that elite mindset. And, if we apply it to the baseball side of things, we want to have that elite mindset. We want to make these days count so that when we get the green light to be out here in the field, we're ready to hit the ground running, and we're back in that mentality, and we haven't lost that idea of the +7. So players, you guys know what that means. So keep that in mind as we get through the days. Keep that as our goal and our pillar, and what we're going for. Next thing I want to talk about is the home game challenge. Still going really well. Some money's coming in. It slowed down a little bit, but we can still stay strong and get that money to our local food banks and keep helping out there, because they still really need that help and support. Another way we can help, you've seen around town, Libertyville Strong. You've seen people wearing sweatshirts, t-shirts, having signs in their yard. So Sports 11, a big supporter of LHS baseball, is doing that fundraiser, and they're sending that money, the money they bring in from it, to our to Advocate Health and the health workers that are out there every day putting their lives on the line to keep people safe. So go to Sports 11 online and order your Libertyville Strong gear. Other things you can do, reach out to your church. I know they probably need help too, if that's where you go. I ran by St. Lawrence Episcopal Church today. I saw them handing out food to people as they drove up. So I'm sure there's other need there. So please, do that if you can. On top of that, it's Easter weekend, if that's what you celebrate. Have a happy and safe Easter, and look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Thanks a lot, and have a great weekend.